Hello, I'm Sue Boatman.
And I'm Claire Ferner.
Welcome to our YouTube channel, Decluttering for Life.
Yep, so we're here on a very grey and rainy day in the Cotswolds today. We've got our cups of tea.
As always.
And we're here to have a chat about decluttering.
Yes. Now, as we declutter people, what's the thing that you think they get out of it?
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I think for me, it's the clutter that they have is in some way holding them back or making them unhappy.
Yeah.
And so when they declutter, they're letting go of whatever that is.
Yeah. I mean, there's been so much said about how it affects mental health. I mean, clearly not everybody's mental health, but there is a big part in that, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's true to say, isn't it, that a lot of the people that we've worked with over the years have had some degree of anxiety or stress or tension, sometimes depression, and it, to me, it's like a chicken and egg thing. Yeah. So it's like, does the fact that they've got those problems lead to the clutter?
Yes.
Or does the clutter make you feel fed up?
Yeah.
So it's a bit chicken and egg, I think.
I mean, I know if my house is sort of, I'm feeling out of control in the house, I do, it doesn't make me feel down as such, but I do kind of just feel a bit, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't feel relaxed.
Well, it's stress,
in the house.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's that thing of, when you come in, you're coming into an environment that is not conducive to feeling relaxed.
Yeah.
You're falling over things in the hallway. And then it's just all the things of everyday life. Like if you want to cook a meal, you want to be able to lay your hands on the ingredients for that meal and the things that you need. You don't want to be sort of having to clear a space on the worktop. And it just sort of, to me, if you don't have all that clutter, it just makes your
everything
everyday
easier.
life just a bit easier.
Yeah. I think as well, you're saying about food and everything, and there's the thing, and that's also been linked to sort of mental health, if you like, that you have to eat well to feel well, physically and mentally. And if you don't want to be in your house because you don't like how it is, I think you tend to neglect yourself in other ways as well.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, that's a really good point, I think, because maybe there is something in the fact of, if you take the time to sort out your house to make it the way you want it to be, it's a kind of a reflection of you valuing yourself.
Yeah, and where you are.
Yeah. So, that's really interesting. I hadn't really thought of that before. But I mean, we've seen sort of so many times, haven't we, when we've gone in to help somebody with whatever situation, and you can almost feel when you walk in the door that they feel a bit stressed.
Yeah. Well, I think there is if we've not been to them before, there's the great unknown of, are we going to judge them, or how do they feel about letting someone into their house?
And then they're a bit worried about the process and how it's going to be.
Are we going to bully them into throwing things away?
And then I think that at the end of it all, there's a sort of a relief because you've made progress and you've made space and you've kind of made sense of a mess, and so people generally feel better about that, don't they, afterwards? So
I mean, I couldn't say that decluttering is the answer to all our all our problems and prayers, but I think there is that thing of, to me, home is a sanctuary, and so when you come home, you want to feel that you are relaxed, that it's your calm place, that you can do what things for yourself. And if you come into chaos, you don't get that.
No. And I think as well, some people who have experienced, let's say, some kind of trauma in their life, and I mean, when we say trauma, we don't mean like, it doesn't have to be a life-threatening thing, does it? It could just be something
it's a big
unfortunate
deal
that's happened to them. So I don't know. Often it could be a relationship that's broken down or something like that, couldn't it?
Loss of a job.
And then, it could be lots of things. And then that kind of, because they're still dealing with that, they kind of then get stuck. And then the things in their house are kind of stuck. And it's almost like everything is stuck.
So it all needs to start flowing again.
And it comes back to that chicken and egg thing, doesn't it? If you just chip away at it, And again, like you say, it's not that the decluttering is going to be the answer to all your problems,
no,
but it does help to move you forward.
yeah.
And we have had some clients, haven't we, who've actually chosen to go for therapy at the same time as decluttering, and that's worked really well. And I would definitely encourage people to do that if they're struggling in some way.
Yeah.
If it's a major issue.
But you see, I can see that if you're already feeling down, out of control, in a way, the last thing you want to do is take on another project, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and do you have the energy to declutter? You know, and I know you know, sort of say, well, that's when you call a professional declutterer.
Yeah.
You know? But it is quite a big thing to embark on. But I think at some point it's that thing of running on a hamster wheel, isn't it? At some point you've got to kind of think, right, I'm going to change the cycle. I'm going to jump off and do something different. To set me on a different course.
And I don't really ever remember, and if you might think differently, but I don't ever remember anyone that we've worked with saying, do you know what, I wish I hadn't done that decluttering. Do you?
No.
I mean,
no, it's always it's been positive.
They always say, oh, that was good, that was useful.
Yeah,
and we've had so many.
Feel better.
Yeah, I feel free. We've had lots of people say those kind of words, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I think you know, if people are feeling sort of stuck and overwhelmed, then maybe doing some decluttering might be part of the process of getting out of that situation and moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're slightly different because we enjoy what we do, but it's that thing, if I doing someone else's sorting or doing my own sorting, that whole process of sorting something out and getting it out when it actually leaves the premises, it puts you on and up.
It does,
you know.
So
but anyway, you've probably got your own thoughts.
We'd love to hear them.
Indeed,
we'd love to hear them. I mean, we would really love it if people would comment below or anything that they have experienced in regards to clutter, mental health, whether you think the two things are connected. The other thing that people might like to know about is our free ebook, which we'll pop the link to below, and that just gives you some little tips and ideas about how to get started, because that's often one of the hardest things with decluttering, is that actually just getting going. So our book gives you some ideas about that, so feel free to download it. The other thing I'd quite like to mention is our Facebook group, because we've got a really nice little group over on Facebook, which is called Decluttering for Life. It's a private group and it's chat and ideas and things all about decluttering. So if you've enjoyed this video, why don't you hop on over there and join in that group as well.
And you can put any photographs on of your own decluttering.
That would be great. We'd love to see those. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you again soon.
Take care.
Bye.